What's up, guys? It's Khemeck. We are back playing our favorite game, Skyrim. Last time we played, we went and saved Esbern, talked to Brynjolf in the Ratways, got some really nice new digs, and did a little bit of dungeon exploring. This time, we are going to be heading over to Riverwood. Alright, here we are in Riverwood. So far, doing this level 1 challenge has been decently difficult.
Need something?
But we have some good health buffs. We're doing good. Do not level up. Good lord. Our carry weight's not too bad. We've got a good amount of gold still coming in. But it's not been too difficult. Luckily, I have a ton of health potions, but I think I might do a playthrough where I don't use any mods and play that way. Because that would make it a challenge for sure. Alright, so we are heading to Skyhaven Temple to take on the Forsworn. Why is Embry dead?
I don't know.
He's not dead. I thought he was dead. We are going to Skyhaven Temple. We're going to be taking on the Forsworn and trying to get to Alduin's Wall, which Skyhaven Temple is not an easy trek. It might be smartest for us to travel to Markarth and then down the path to get there. I think we will fast travel over to Whiterun, sell a bunch of junk, and go from there. Alright, so we are now outside of Markarth? Markarth, not Morthal. We're now outside of Markarth, and we are going to be heading to the Forsworn camp over at Skyhaven Temple. There are a ton of Forsworn, a couple Hag Ravens, and more than likely a dragon, because that seems like every time I go. But once I get there, we'll jump back in, we'll take them on, and be that much closer to beating the game without going past level 1. Alright, so we are just outside of Skyhaven Temple, trying to get across a little sneaky. That's not going to happen. We got seen by the dragon, so like I said, we're taking on a dragon as well. Hopefully he is a frost dragon, not a fire dragon. I don't know why. I said frost. Yep, he's a fire dragon. Great. Okay, that's going to be fun. We'll be dealing with that as well as taking on all of these Forsworn. Go ahead and get this location discovered and start fighting these Forsworn. Well, shoot, if I can hit them. Luckily, they're pretty busy with the dragon. Most of them don't have anything worth taking on them. It's best to just look for chests, maybe. Forsworn bow actually does some pretty good damage. Let's see. Based on my hunting bow, yeah, we're going to take the Forsworn bow. Air weapon. And drop the hunting bow. Items. Go up to weapons. Favorite. And since our health is low, we're going to go ahead and take a couple health potions. Which I think will be fine. I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of issues coming up. Go ahead and... Yep, missed that. Wow. Luckily, the Forsworn aren't terribly strong, but the Ice Spike is their favorite spell, and it does really good amount of damage. Holy crap. Okay. There we go. Oh, we're gonna die. Don't die, don't die, don't die. I don't know where Esbern, Fandal, and all of them are at. Ow. Yep, we're dead. Dang. Alright, so forgot to save, of course. So now we have to make the long trek all the way back. Alright, we are back here, taking on the Forsworn and a dragon, of course. Gotta love the dragons. Luckily for me, I have made this trip enough that I could just skip the Forsworn if I wanted to. Karthspire discovered. We're gonna quick save. That would have been that's a bad time to quick save. Alright, let's try another quick save. There we go. We're on fire, but we'll be okay. Let's take on a couple Forsworn, just try to get, you know, a little excitement into this. Hey, Dragonfire, we're dead. Totally dead, totally dead. Yeah, taking on this dragon is not going to be easy, especially since the Forsworn are pretty formidable. But I'm going to take them on for sure. I definitely want to get as many of them out as I can. Using the Fusroda shout, everybody's favorite shout in my opinion, is going to be a lifesaver, I think, if we can pay attention to our health the whole time. Yeah. We're gonna blow through our health potions. I'm gonna have to craft more. We should be able to hit these guys in like 2 or 3 hits. Nope. Maybe more. Okay, watch the health. Watch the health, watch the health, watch the health. Ooh, wow, 30 gold, apple. Nice, okay. We are going to take the bow, because we took it last time, and it is better than what we have. Check that chest. Sure, that's not going to do us much good, but anything's better than nothing, right? Oh my god. Okay, but anyways, yeah, we're going to be taking on these Falmor. Golly, my brain is dead for the day. I've worked too hard, and we died again. Did not see that coming. We're back in. We're already on fire because, yeah, that's how the world works when there's dragons everywhere. Let's take on a couple more of these guys. I don't see why I bother with it when I could just skip out and save myself the trouble. But it's fun killing the Forsworn. I hate the Forsworn. They're annoying. Ow! Wow.
I'll see you in pieces.
I think you're gonna. I need to. Now, see, like my block and everything was just increased, but it's really not doing me much good. Oh, 13 damage. Thank you, dragon. Gold. Yes, yes. Okay. Ow. Oh no, okay, we need to watch the health. I want to get behind where the Hag Ravens are, because they have a chest that'll have a ton of gold in it. And there's the Hag Raven. Oh, I ran right into it. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm not going to be able to take this thing on. I have... Ooh, I have paralysis. Potions. That'll work. That will work. Okay. Move, 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 move. Yeah, do all the damage to the Hag Raven. Wow, that was close. Okay. Necklace of Water Breathing. That's nothing. Not worth much, but I can sell it if anything. Let's try that again. If we can take out one of these Hag Ravens, that'll be handy. God, we do no damage. I do no damage. I've got to find a way to level up one-handed and find a book or something. Oh, thank God. Okay. We're in Karthspire. Let's not die. Good God. So, I will probably have to craft more health potions. I was really hoping I could just make it through without needing to, but I don't see that being feasible. There's just too many things. I think fighting Alduin is going to be tough enough, but fighting the little dragon priest before you get to Alduin is probably going to be the biggest challenge we'll have. Alright, so we got to get through here. Let's go to potion, weapon. I forgot to grab a bow. That's alright. We'll just take these guys out one by one. That's a Briar Heart. They have tons of damage. It's not actually that bad. Did not yield. I watched. I'll just let them take care of him, actually. Okay, well, now we've got a bunch of little puzzles that we'll be doing. So I'll skip through all of that, and when we get to the main talking point, I will let you know. I died. Okay, yeah, I forgot the path for the Akaviri symbols, but I'll figure that out real quick. Alright, here we are. Let's try to remember the path. Oh, I gotta get to the chain. Okay. See if we can do it quick. I'm gonna say no. Watch your audio. Okay, we're back. We're gonna get this. Gonna get it. Alright, I think we're good. Yeah, alright. Alright, here we are outside of Skyhaven Temple. We're gonna cut our hand open, bleed into the circle. The weird face that makes 0 sense is gonna open up, and we'll go from there. And we're activating the blood seal. That'll make a great thumbnail. Alright, so we are now inside of Skyhaven Temple. This is where the original Blades would always hang out. This is their hideout, I guess. We are coming over here because we want one thing. Well, a couple things. Ace Etiquette will help our one-handed increase. Is desperate. Dragon Bane. We'll take that. We can sell it because there's no point of holding on to it. But we want this. The Blade Armor. Look at that. Oh, 11 points more. Blade Shield. Equip. Definitely equip. Blade's Helmet does nothing more than what we have. And the Blade's Boots are not as good as well. We will definitely be keeping Blade Helmet. Or I'm sorry, the Blade Armor, the Helmet, Blade Armor, and the Gauntlets. I'm sorry. And the Shield. Which, this is looking pretty good, I must say. But yeah, let's let Esbern do all of his talking. And we'll get out of that and start moving on. Alright, so we are now going to the throat of the world to talk to Parthunax. He is going to tell us how to use the shout, the dragon ring shout. But first, we have to talk to the Greybeards. And they're not happy about it. Alright, here we are at the Temple of High Hrothgar. We're going to talk to the Greybeards. It takes a while to get the talking done. So once we're done with that, we'll move on and make our trip up to the top of the throat of the world. But I do think we have to do a council meeting with the war. So Arnir here just told us that he is not going to help us, and Paarthurnax is telling him, yes, you will. And now, we will use Clear Skies for the first time on this playthrough. And it shakes the whole camera, and we still freeze a little bit. That's it. See how Fandal does through this. Alright, so we are taking on an Ice Wraith. Luckily, it's not a survival run because 2 hits from this thing, especially without being able to level up, would kill us for sure. But it seems to be stuck. And problem solved. Moving on. Alright, we are finally at the throat of the world. Woohoo! And we will be talking to Parthunax. He should be landing here any minute. Where is he? There he is. Alright, so let's talk to Parthunax. It's a long conversation. Alright, so he is about to breathe on me, or... Oh, thank God. He wasn't gonna shoot me with fire. So I have to learn this shout real quick, which is the Fire Breath shout, and then I use it on him. This way he can know I'm Dragon Ball. There we go. Fire. Fire Breath. I have no dragon souls.
Understand fire as the dove do.
So maybe he gives me one? Yes, thank goodness. I was gonna say, I'm gonna have to go and find a dragon to take down. That's gonna be a little difficult. Okay, so we just finished talking with Parthunax. We need to go and talk to Esbern or Arnir. We're gonna go to Arnir just because I never joined the Blades. I think they are despicable. They try to kill Parthunax. Spoiler alert, sorry. Yeah, they want me to kill Parthunax because he's a dragon. And they're like, well, we can't have dragons. And I'm not going to kill Parthunax. Parthunax is like the best character in the game. Alright, so we are back inside of High Hrothgar, and we are going to be finding Arnir, talking to him about the throat of the world. Not the throat of the world. Finding an Elder Scroll, which means we have to go to Winterhold. And everybody knows how that's going to go. So let's talk to Arnir here and see what we can figure out. Right, here we are in Winterhold. We are going to go up to the bridge here, try to talk to the mage. First, we're going to run in here and try to sell a few things. And never mind. We're not going to do that. So we are going to talk to the mage here. Hopefully they let us just walk on by, but I doubt it.
Cross the bridge
Yep,
at your own
per
peril.
usual.
The way is dangerous and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry.
Shall not gain entry. Why are you out
I
here?
am here. And if in the process, the more important question is, why?
Even though she
Perhaps.
never
But what
stands
does the
out
book
there
expect to
after
find
you get
within?
in. I see.
Yes, the School of Illusion can be quite influential. It would
Oh,
seem that the
I clicked
college
the wrong
has
one. Oh,
what
well.
you seek. Not just anyone is allowed in. A small test, if you will.
Okay.
No, I'm afraid I don't know anything of the sort.
You grant entry to the
Dragonborn?
Dragonborn?
It's been so long since we've had any contact with the Greybeards. Do you really? I would be most impressed to see that. That gave me the shivers.
Good.
Greetings. Well, if you can pass the test, then yes. Dragonborn?
I just showed you I was the
It's been
Dragonborn.
so long since we've had. I would be most impressed to see that.
Ah,
If it's true, and you do have the voice. would
just
you-
did it.
So the stories are
There,
true.
finally.
You are Dragonborn.
Yes, I
Normally,
am.
You'd need to show some aptitude with one of the schools of magic.
But why?
But you,
I make
I
magic
think
from
there's
my
much
mouth.
that we can learn from each
Sounded
other.
weird.
I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice.
Alright, we've finally made it across the ice fields, which isn't too terribly far from the College of Winterhold. We are going to go and talk to this guy, Septimus Signus. He is going to ramble on about a bunch of random things. But he has the access to the Elder Scroll, which is right in this box, but we've got to go through Blackreach after talking to him, and that's going to be fun. Okay, so we talked to Septimus Signus. He told us to go and find Blackreach, which is over, I believe, in Markarth area. So we're going to fast travel to Markarth. Let's see. Oh, it isn't. It's actually close to Winterhold. Alftend. Okay, let's travel to Winterhold then, and then we will make our pathway up to the Offland. Alright guys, we are actually going to end our video here. Next time, we will be heading into the wonderful, wonderful place of Blackreach. I do appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to do so, and make sure to ring the bell.